So, how many of you realize that as leaders you are always being watched? And how many of you do not realize that in spite of being leaders you are always being watched? If you are in the second category, this is the right video to watch for you. As leaders, you are always on the stage. My name is Amya Karambe and I am here with the next leadership lesson. I hope you've seen the 10 steps which we spoke about the Harvaker system for last 10 days, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, do share them with your friends and family. Do share them with upcoming leaders who would benefit from them. The topic for the day is as leaders, you are always being watched. A very interesting incident happened today with me. In fact, I had a hustle at home with my wife, which generally happens with everybody. We just fought over something, and then I went in that same mood early morning from home to office. I went to office and I banged my tiffin box on the desk, and as leaders, since we are always being watched, there were team members who were actually waiting for me to speak to me and probably realize that since I banged it, probably one of them, there are three or four of them, so one of them realized that they believe that I am in a bad mood, and didn't he or she did not approach me in the morning, and similar two or three incidents happened, and as similar two or three incidents like this happened, another person thought that probably I'm in a bad mood, so they should not come to me for approvals. And another one had a very similar other incident. So this is how I realized that in the evening, one of them was supposed to come with me, and that person realized that he should not come with me because my mood is bad today since I've had some probably hustle at home, so they should not accompany me. Or that person should not accompany me. So I realized one very interesting lesson that as leaders, we are always being watched. We are always on the stage. It's very, very important for us as leaders to be very conscious of our actions, to be very precise about how we behave, to be very self-aware, or how do you call it? So what do you call it? It's called continuous consciousness. Basically, to be continuously conscious about your actions, because as leaders, you're always being watched. People are always watching you. It's more of your body language. It's more of how you present yourself. It's more of how you as a leader speak, your tonality, your words. Everything matters when you're a leader, because on the stage you're always performing, and when you're always performing, the performance matters, and you always got to perform to the best, to the fullest, to get the applause that you're looking at, or to get the results that you're looking at. Definitely, we as leaders, or we as artists or actors on the stage, will have a bad day. Nothing to worry about it. That's a common thing. But as leaders, we should our shows, or our performance has to be at least 90% up to the mark to become great leaders. So it is very, very important that we as leaders realize this. And this is a very live example that happened today, and I thought I was going to share the extension of Harvaker's system today. But I thought, since this has happened today, I must not miss this and share it with you, because this is a very, very live example, and I believe that such live examples that happen connect much faster with audiences, and people like you who are watching this daily will benefit from it. So as a leader, I realize that I must always be self-conscious. I must always realize that even my smallest of the smallest body language, or even my smallest of the smallest gestures, or even my smallest of the smallest words could hurt people. And we as leaders are not there to hurt people. We are there to uplift people. We are there to grow people. We are there to contribute to people. So, if you want to become a great leader, the first thing that you need to realize is you need to actually first get aware of this, that as leaders we are always on the stage. The second stage that we need to do is we need to understand that we as leaders are always being watched. We need to understand our tonality. We need to understand our words. We need to understand our body language. We need to see how we are actually presenting ourselves. And the fourth word and the third thing that we must do is we must recondition. If there is something wrong, we must change. We must look at how great leaders behave when they are on the stage, or when they are always there. So that's how growth will happen. So as leaders, we are always on the stage. So if you want to become a great leader, what's the word? If you want to become a great leader, you got to realize that you're always on the stage. You got to be always always self-conscious. What's the word? You got to be self-conscious. So the moment you get self-conscious or aware, you are bound to grow, because as leaders we will always be watched. People have lot of expectations. People have lot of things that they would take back from us. They always want to model us. So as leaders, it is our moral responsibility too, that we need to perform well on the stage. We need to be aware that people are watching us. We need to lead by examples. We should not wear masks, but we should be the natural self that we are. We should not get affected by the situations around us, and change our moods with people, and have dual personalities probably, because people are always watching us. People will always keep an eye on you. People will always want to be like you. So as leaders, it is your responsibility. What's the word? It's your responsibility to help people uplift. What's the word? Uplift. So for you to become a great leader, you need to first realize that you are always being watched. If you like the video, please press the like button, share these videos, and ask your friends and family to follow me on Facebook and LinkedIn. I want to contribute to your lives, to make it better, to make you better leaders. If you want to become a great leader, follow me. What will you do? You will follow me, right? So see you tomorrow and enjoy yourself. Life is beautiful.